Thanks for tuning in to Watch Fox News at 10 tonight. Police say that shooting happened just before 4 o'clock this morning, and here we are hours later. This is still a very active scene. We have been dealing with powerful winds and heavy rain, so powerful that this tree here at Manning High School is completely split when they can just sit around without honoring anything. I love it. That is my type of holiday. He's wanted to make clear that we know that there was an aggressor and a victim in that video, and the aggressor in this case was Jonathan Pentland. So we were here back in 2019 when USC students and people in the community came right out here to 5 Points to this fountain. But let me show you what I can see right now. That's a better look at that sinkhole right there in the corner. And we have breaking news just into the Watch Fox Content Center tonight. We have a suspect in the shooting death of Avery McQueen, and he has now been arrested. And the party goes on, as you can see behind me, as you can hear behind me. How are you guys doing? We are getting ready for news at 10, starting at 9:59. And we have breaking news off the top. How about a group of people cheering you on as you walk into work? We could all use that sometimes. A very, very close look to this sinkhole. I promise you guys I'm not going to fall in. Tonight officials tell Watch Fox News they believe up to 70 people were inside that club, and now people in the community are on edge and speaking out. He led them on a chase and lost control here at this O'Reilly Auto Parts sign. You can see the damage.
That's one.
Oh,
both sides,
that's
one.
only one? Okay. Woo, I already feel the burn.
You're watching Watch Fox News at 10 with Shay Simon.
Our top story tonight, 21-year-old Jonathan Wise arrested and charged with attempted murder. Columbia police say Wise shot a man just after midnight at Jake's Bar and Grill in 5 Points. Now, this shooting comes at a time where the 5 Points Association has been trying to revamp the image of the area. Our Kelsey Sanchez breaks down the incident and the controversy in the College District.
I have gone there before. I live right down the road.
Authorities in Orangeburg County say an escaped inmate is back in jail tonight. But the twist is that Austin Nettles escaped while completely naked. Nettles ran off from a regional medical center yesterday afternoon, and those living in the area were alerted by the sheriff's office to lock their doors and shield their eyes. Deputies did give an update today that he is back in custody, and yes, he is now fully clothed. And we're learning more in Aiken County. The coroner has identified the victim of a deadly apartment shooting. Now, this happened at the North Augusta Gardens apartment complex. The coroner says EMS crews rushed 25-year-old Stayshawn Judge to the hospital, where he later died. 17. That's how many coronavirus cases are being announced today by Tokyo 2020 organizers. So this brings the total number of games-related cases in the Olympic Village now to 127. Officials say 14 of those cases are athletes. Right now, organizers have not released the names or nationalities of those who tested positive. And meanwhile, across the nation, several states are now scaling back on reporting their numbers this month, even as the number of cases have now tripled. Florida, Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota have officially shifted to weekly reporting. That's instead of reporting every day. And across the country, the number of cases is still a fraction of what they were before vaccines, but officials say that that number is quickly rising. And here in South Carolina, numbers are reported Monday through Friday. And while numbers keep rising, Governor Harry McMaster isn't exactly urging the public to get vaccinated. He says the vaccine may have been the right decision for him, but those who are reluctant need to talk to friends, family, and pastors in order to make their decision. The comments come after state health officials announced that half of those who are eligible here in South Carolina have received at least one dose of the vaccine. And still ahead, flooding across the Carolinas. We have all experienced it, but imagine having to ride a canoe just to get to another home in your neighborhood. See it firsthand up next. And plus, the shooting leaves 2 people hurt. Straight ahead, hear from deputies on what happened and what we now know about the victims. Yes, Samantha, a lot of new information from that press conference here at the Richland County Sheriff's Department. So the first thing, Sheriff Lott wanted to clarify that that video that is now going viral is actually from Monday. He says the agency learned about it on Monday, and for the past few days, they have been doing a very thorough investigation, and that is how we have this charge now with Jonathan Pentland now being charged with battery and assault. He did confirm that as of this morning at 8 a.m., Jonathan Pentland has been arrested for those charges, and he made it very clear that the other man in that video was a victim. He says his name will not be released. He won't be releasing any additional information about what caused it or what role the victim played, if any, in the incident. He's wanted to make clear that we know that there was an aggressor and a victim in that video, and the aggressor in this case was Jonathan Pentland. He did also address the protests that are going on outside of the home in the neighborhood. He says as long as it is a safe and peaceful protest, he has no problem with that. He does say that some deputies will be patrolling the area to make sure that it stays safe. But again, he said that that was a terrible incident. He called it terrible several times and said as soon as he saw it, he wanted to make sure that his department got on top of it. And he said, we asked about the delay and now it being Wednesday and that video circulating as of Monday. And he made it very clear that they made sure that they did a very thorough investigation. And he says to clarify that those charges actually came from the solicitor's office. The deputy Richland County Sheriff's Department did not make the decision to charge him with battery and assault in the third degree. We will continue to follow this story as new updates come up. He says right now we don't know if there has been a bond hearing, but he says no special concessions will be made for Pentland in this case. So this is something that we will continue to follow for you. And tonight at 10, I will have more information as we learn more. In Richland County, Shay Simon, Watch Fox News, local first. Like most 7-year-olds, Harmony Leonard likes watching YouTube videos and playing with Barbie dolls. But on February 6th, Harmony's life changed keys.
I mean, it could be any child. It just so happened to be my child.
After months of unusual headaches and blurred vision,
It came back that she had a malignant tumor, which is a cancerous tumor.
Harmony had brain surgery just 6 days later.
Our life has been rerouted due to doctor appointments, delayed stays at the hospital. I mean, it's challenging, but we're pushing through.
Now Harmony goes to chemo weekly, and the once honor roll student spends her days learning how to read, write, and walk again.
So I stay in the bed until my teacher comes, and when she don't come.
A little girl with a big personality. She wants the world to know her as
Encouraging, beautiful, awesome.
It's okay. Some days are better than others, but she's always waking up grateful. She's an inspiration to me.
an inspiration to all. With 6 months of chemo left,
It's okay.
Harmony is kicking cancer and wants to encourage others that
Harmony can do it, so I can do it too.
In Columbia, Shay Simon, Watch Fox News. 1-year-old Tiana and 5-month-old Thailand, so young but already survivors, saved by their brave mother.
I didn't really care about myself at that time. I just wanted to get my kids out of there safely.
It's been 4 months since a fire tore through the River Oaks apartments.
I remember everything.
As the flames grew, Chantel Boyd was forced to drop her 2 babies from a 3rd-story window to save them, before jumping last to save herself.
Like, I was like scared, like, cause I didn't want them to drop my babies, but they did an excellent job.
Just weeks later, after losing everything to the fire, Boyd lost her leg, amputated after the injuries from the jump.
It's just draining. Take care of both my kids by myself. She get into stuff very quick, so. And then I might have to just try to roll around.
And on top of caring for her 2 small children, Boyd is living just feet away from her old building, a constant reminder of that tragic day.
It's like a battle, but I got it.
In Columbia, Shay Simon, Watch Fox News, local first.